When I was in high school, I knew that I wanted to serve God with my life, and I didn't know exactly what that looked like, but I was trying to pursue God's will, and through God's leading, I ended up taking a visit to Northland, and as soon as I got on campus, I could sense God confirming in my heart that that was indeed the place that He had for me. I finished my undergrad degree in 2005 and immediately stepped into a graduate assistant role in the missions office working with Neil Cushman. And in my first year in that role, Northland planned a trip to China. And being a part of the missions office, I was part of that trip. And that particular trip was where I really began to become burdened for missions. Over the years, God was developing in my wife and I a burden for missions and what He was doing around the world. We didn't know exactly what that looked like, and so we continued to pray and just ask for wisdom. We wanted to be involved in the Great Commission, but we were just seeking God's wisdom and His timing as to what our role in that process would look like. And over time, God began to reveal to us that business was the way that we could serve in the Great Commission. And what I mean by that is we wanted to start a business. The sole purpose of the business would be to make money, to fund church planting activity, to fund a missions activity worldwide. Today, God has allowed us to start two different businesses. One is a property management business. The other is an insurance agency. And the goal of these two businesses is not to make money or wealth for ourselves. The goal for each of these companies is to fund missions activity around the world. In fact, we named our insurance agency Channel Insurance Agency to help remind ourselves of our purpose. In 2 Corinthians 2:14, Paul says that through Him, God is spreading the aroma of Christ everywhere. And the concept of channel, we wanted to identify with that and remind ourselves. Our purpose in starting these businesses is to fund what God's doing around the world and be used in that way. You may be tempted to think, a lot of good that Bible college degree did me now that I'm trying to end up in business. And I would say, exactly. A lot of good that Bible college degree did me. I needed all of the steps over the last 12 years to get me to the place where God has us right now. And Northland was a huge part of that process for me. My name is Denny Vauters, and Northland was my next step toward an extraordinary life.